Hello everyone and welcome to Sounder Speaks. Today, 14th June, is Sushant Singh Rajput's death anniversary. And I'm not going to talk about the death, suicide, media trial, negativity or assumptions which has been made till now. Rather, I would like to speak the positive lessons or life lessons from Sushant Singh Rajput's life, which should and would inspire us. A small town boy making it big in Bollywood. A fantasy we all hope for at least once in our lifetime. And Sushant was living that fantasy fairy tale for all of us. He was like one of us, right? From a simple family with a simple ambition of becoming an engineer. But he decided to make his life larger and worked for it. A National Olympiad winner in physics, a simple kid interested in the science and planets and stars. Who would have thought that one day he would become a star himself? His rise to fame was like a shining beacon of hope for all of us, and that beacon dares us to aim big and work hard for it. It renews our desire in reaching for the stars. As much as his death saddened all of us, his life and his achievements have taught us several life lessons, and I'm going to share one by one. Starting with first life lesson is fight for your dreams. Born in Patna, Bihar, Sushant Singh started his career by making a debut in serials and by doing plays. Not only was he great and talented actor, he was also academically gifted. He ranked 7th in the DC entrance exam in 2003 and secured his admission in the Delhi College of Engineering. While studying at Delhi Technological University, he enrolled in Shamak dance classes. He performed as a background dancer for several Bollywood biggies such as Shah Rukh and Salman and many more. In one of his interviews, he talks about how he, while performing, he would always look at that superstar standing in front of him and think of himself, that he needs to stand, and he loves for theatre, acting, dancing, and however resulted him in dropping out of college in the final year of four-year course. Even after his little setback, he didn't let his hopes falter. He talks about how he had shared 1 BHK apartment with 6 other people, but he didn't get discouraged. What did we learn from this? What is the lesson? As we as a human tend to lose our hope very, very easily. The moment we see things are not going as per our directions, what we desire, we lose all hope and become lethargic and complacent. Giving up might be easier thing to do. So what we learn is to take the bold step and fight till your last breath, and you will see that your failure morph into a beautiful butterfly called success. And that's the only way to go from there. That's the lesson Sushant gave us. And second is living in the moment. While giving a speech at SCJ SOM, IIT Bombay 2013, and I saw it in YouTube, that Sushant talks about the biggest lie and the only truth, which is very, very the favorite statement of his, that he was told about being successful while he was growing, and he said he was taught from his childhood that money plus recognition was equal to happiness. However, he realized soon after joining the film industry that even though he had both money and recognition, he was still not happy. He felt cheated and claims that the biggest lie he was told about being successful. He soon realized that the truth about being successful is the excitement of living in the present. That's why the lesson we should learn, we as a human constantly swing back forth between the past and the future. And I have been a big advocate of living in the present, because there is nothing you can do about what has happened, and all that will happen in future will depend on what you do right now. So live in the present. But we are constantly worrying about how our past actions are and that are responsible, shaping our future. No, it's not like that. Do what makes you happy, because happiness in this time can be fleeting. But do not lose hope. Use the time you have it in your hands, and you will never know what turn your life might take, in what direction it might take you. This podcast will go little longer than what I usually do, so stay till the end, because these are the lessons which you have seen it in front of your own eyes, and it is inspiring. I always take the positivity out of whatever has happened, right? Rather than going on negative. You may argue with me that okay, at the end of everything, he was not happy and he did something which is not acceptable. But see the positivity of whatever he did in his life rather than going on to the negative. So the third lesson is the habit of happiness. In one of his interviews with Anupam Chopra, he talks about how it's not the pursuit of happiness that will drive you the rest of the life, but the habit of happiness that will. He talks about how as a child, after an entire day, which has happened to me also, of toiling away at a study table, he looked forward to go out and play with his friends from that allocated time of 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. However, his afternoon slot of happiness got lost somewhere in the chaos of growing up. He felt like something was missing from his life. The excitement, the thrill was missing, from his life. As the career progressed and he took on more challenging ventures, he realized that now he was living the 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. life every day. The rush of the energy was back in his body, and he was able to combat life's challenges with newfound spirit and enthusiasm. And the lesson which we learn is, when you're doing something you love, you're driven, you're motivated from within, that to accomplish that task, you turn a blind eye to what the people around you are doing, or you don't care much about what they are saying either. You're automatically focused, right? Because your love for that job, the hard work you put in. And it's important for us to find that one habit which we can incorporate in our lives every day. It can be reading books, engaging in a sport, sketching your thoughts, or anything that will give you happiness. If you pick up on that thing and cherish it each day, you will find your life pleasurable. So do what you want to do. You'll soon realize that you're holding the key of your happiness all the time. And the fourth lesson is, learning never stops. Manoj Bajpayee, who's a very, very methodical actor, he talks about that Manoj Bajpayee, will ever associate Sushant Singh Rajput to happy things, like when the late actor would invite him to stargazing in the forest using high-tech telescope, and Sushant had heavily invested on telescope. The actor had converted his bachelor pad into a sci-fi zone, and was always spotted with a book of quantum physics on the set. He loved performing experiments, such as experiments on semantics, or also taught himself a coding language. His pursuit of knowledge was never ending. He had such a profound love for physics that he was once mistaken to be the physics studying in France by the Cambridge PhD scholar. And what lesson do we learn from this? His passion for learning shows that you're never too old to set new goals. He had a diary with a wish list. You never are too old for learning new discipline, because after all, we all learn something new every day, right? Learning is a continuous process. I learn every day. 2 hours in a day, I sit and learn anything new. The thirst for knowledge is, for humans, is with the power of learning. We learn to not only question everything around us, but also seek answers to that questions. People doubt, we get to see the world from the whole new angle, which makes us realize, truly appreciate the sheer beauty of it and all the things around us. Spend at least minimum half an hour to learn something new and improve your skills. This will open up new doors. Trust me, it has happened to me in the last 2 years, that continuous learning from around 6 to 7 different mentors have opened. And please don't link the learning with the monetization of money. When you learn and when you apply your thought and when you keep on learning, and one day you'll feel that there will be a stage where you'll not be short of money, but don't learn to monetize only. And the fifth thing which he has been doing, and a lesson which I have learned, that you need to give back to the community. Sushant Singh bucket list is, you must have read in the Instagram and all, is something that has been the limelight for quite some time. It's not only contained the task which he wanted to complete for his own pleasure, such as playing a cricket match left-handed and playing a tennis or a poker with a champion, but also contained a task which he could give back to the community, such as teach kids more about space, send 100 kids to NASA or ISRO. He wanted to help. He also wanted to teach women self-defense and work for free education in India. Niti Aayog, the think tank of India, had in fact signed him to promote the women entrepreneurship platform. What lesson do we learn from here? If there is any valuable lesson, if we should learn from his life, it should be giving back to the community and help people like yourself achieving their goals and fulfill their aspiration. Some people have the will and desire to fight for their dreams, but they don't have the means. It's our responsibility to help those people in whatever way possible. Let's not fix any target in mind, but whatever way be possible, even as little as a free meal can go a long way in benefiting them. And it's time that we all do our bit to help those in need around us, not just doing a Paytm or a GPay to a random institute. People around us which you can probably communicate with. If you can help them, then they can have the future that always earn for the one. They deserve a shot like all of us. And I mean, looking at these golden moments from Sushant Singh's or life lessons, it's time that we inculcate some of his words of wisdom into our daily life. Let's not allow his words of wisdom fade away. Let us allow his talent to stay with us forever. He might have gone, but the failure and success are not defined, right? In our life, we each grow up with our own notions of failures and success and live our life according to it. These notions change with the time, and space also differ from person to person. So don't let someone else dictate what your version of success should be, because at the end of the day, success will mean nothing if you're not happy with your life you're leading. You might face several setbacks within your own space of people, within your known ones, but don't lose hope and carry on. There are a lot of ways to achieve success, just like there are a lot of ways, procedure you can use to solve a particular problem, arithmetic problem to be precise, right? No matter what method you use, you'll have to put in the same amount of time, effort and patience in order to find the right answer. However, not only is it important to keep your goal in mind, but it is also important to enjoy your journey. Take detours in your journey. Get lost on your way to success. Never know what treasure you might unearth on your way to better days. If I have been doing this for the last 2.5 years, before even COVID, I do not only focus on running a business, but the word passionpreneur is based out of that. Whatever I could follow and do it with my passion, and if that passion is turning out into an idea, and if that idea is turning out into a business, then let it be. But don't start something which you're not passionate about. And I'm addressing the young entrepreneurs out there that these life lessons are going to be the Bible, Quran or Bhagavad Gita of your entrepreneurship life. On that note, thank you so much for listening to Saundar Speaks. And my name is Soundararajan. I'm an educator, entertainer and a storyteller. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe the channel and follow me on the podcast, Spotify, Apple. You'll get to learn these kind of life lessons, and for sure it will be helpful. Thank you so much once again.